Look at those eyes. There's
Those
not
are
an
called
ounce of
software
sleep in there.
engineer
I
eyes.
hope this
Maybe
game
the
is
deadly
worth
guy
it.
looks dead doesn't look like the dude.
It
Like
looks
a
like
black
he's
bags for a long time.
Those dark circles under his
Dude
eyes
has
are
bags
crazy,
under
man.
his eyes that
Bro
say
has
he
been
deserves
working
more
hard.
money for his work.
Hey everyone, Edu here. I'm Atomic Picnic's creative director and resident cringe fest. We wanted to make a special video to celebrate the incredible milestone of reaching 100,000 wishlists. So thanks a lot for that. We literally could not have done this without you. We've been listening to all your suggestions and feedback, and we're constantly improving the game based on your input. And we want to take this opportunity to show what we're working on. For instance, the community has been actively improving the game by choosing the names of some enemies, like this one, that we're calling Nugget, because some of you guys submitted the name and then everyone voted on it. And we will keep doing this for the foreseeable future, so join our Discord if you want to help us shape the game. Not only that, but we also have some huge announcements for you all today, and this couldn't have happened without your input. So let's get into it. First, we made the game a lot harder. Don't point at me. You guys asked for this. Every enemy, weapon, curio, you name it. We've rebalanced everything, and the game is much harder now. We're also adding a new weapon to the game, the pistol. This single-shot weapon fires a bit slowly, but has a huge kick, and it's tons of fun. We're also adding a new mini-boss to the game, Jonathan the Turtle. Who's naming those bosses? Jonathan is an explosive boss, so you might want to be careful with that. And finally, let us talk about the meat of this video, character profiles. Each character will now have unique starting modifiers that suit their playstyle. Now, everyone has a unique passive ability that combos with some part of their kit. This one is a direct feedback from everyone. We heard you loud and clear. It might sound odd, but we were not going to do active abilities originally. However, due to the overwhelming amount of feedback about wanting characters to have unique skills, we decided to add this to the game. It took a lot of work, but it's well worth it. Ash is the scout. Her kit is based on moving around fast and having high mobility. Her unique character stats are magazine size, speed, protection, and duration. Her passive ability is called Scout, and it gives her an extra air gear charge that you can use to explore the map faster and escape enemy attacks. Her active ability is called Dash Bomb, a special dash with an explosive ending. Use it to kill mobs or even run away if 3 air gear charges are not enough for you. Bonnie's kit team is based on, well, based on being a rabbit and dealing tons of damage. She's the glass cannon. Her unique character stats are jump strength, damage, duration, and max health. Bonnie's passive ability is called Headbutt. When she passes through enemies during a gear dash or a super jump, she deals a bit of damage and applies the concussion debuff, which slows down enemies. Her active ability, Dive Bomb, lets her leap and deal some serious damage on an area. You can use it both offensively and defensively as a secondary escape method. You can hold down the button to aim where you want to cast, or you can quick press for an instant cast on a predetermined distance. Honey is the tank of the crew. His apex in damage dealing is when he's taking the most damage. His unique stats are max health, health gain, damage, and speed. His passive ability, called Closer, gives him a stackable damage buff the more enemies are close to him. Handyman is a pretty unique active ability. You can keep pressing the button to charge it up. While charging, you want to take a lot of damage. It is safe though. Honey's health cannot go below 1 during charging. Once charging ends, Honey will do a lot of AoE damage. The more damage he absorbed, the more damage he deals. Not only that, but he will also heal himself based on the number of enemies hit and damage absorbed. If done right, you can go right back to almost full health. JD is the tech guy. He's all about devices and overclocking his weapons. His unique stats are fire rate, area size, magazine size, and cooldown. JD means business with his passive ability, Multi-Tab. Every time you use a device, it activates all curios based on fast reloads. Keep in mind, multi-tap doesn't actually reload JD's weapon, it just activates all fast reload effects, so you can do a double activation for a mega burst of damage. As a solar engineer, his peak work is his drone, Tectibot, that you can deploy at any time. Once activated, Tectibot will remain in the field, flying near JD as long as they have enough ammo. Tectibot will shoot enemies that enter its range. It is capable of dealing the most damage out of all current active skills. Now, let's move on to the future. I want to talk about what we're working on next. You've asked for it and we're working on it. Here's 2 evolutions that are coming to the game. Giga Lightning. It evolves from lightning in a bottle and walkie pod. Every time you fast reload your weapon, every lightning that falls will now spawn a walkie pod area where it lands, dealing tons of damage and knocking back enemies. You heard that right! Knockbacks! We also just added knockback to the game, so look forward to that mechanic appearing in Node and new curios in the future. Recursive Bullet. It evolves from Alarm and Archer's Keychain. Every time you score a critical hit, bullets will spawn from this critical hit and search other enemies around. And to wrap it up, a sneak peek into the 3rd map coming to Atomic Picnic. And guys, thanks a lot for the 100,000 wishlists. We hope you keep following our updates and giving us feedback on our Discord. See you guys on launch this September.